Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another Inside Lowell podcast, another Inside Entertainment podcast, because today we're going to preview some phenomenal shows that are coming to the Lowell Memorial Auditorium, presented by our friends at Spectacle Live, and we'll also tip you off to a couple of shows at another venue that Spectacle Live manages right up the street, right up the Merrimack River in Nashua, the beautiful Nashua Center for the Arts. And joining us here to talk about all of these shows and get you pumped for them, I know probably I don't think they can be as pumped as I can, but we can get them pumped, is Riley Nadeau from the Lowell Memorial Auditorium and Spectacle Live. And you'll forgive me, Riley, because I forgot your title over there and what you do. So I'm going to let you tell everybody what it is.
Okay. I am the Media and Public Relations Specialist for Spectacle Live.
So you're the poor person that Peter Lally sends in here to deal with people like me and talk about all the shows. And you must be busy as all. Like I looked at your calendar and your summer lineup. We talked about this last month when you were here, but man, you guys are banging out shows nonstop, and you're already sending releases about things coming up in the fall and the winter. So 2025 shaping up to be a hell of a year at the LMA.
I think it really will be. Like you said, we have a ton of shows coming this fall, so be sure to look out on our websites about upcoming announcements. And
you have something for every age group. I know you got me all excited with some of the acts you're bringing in, including Darily Hall, which we'll talk about as well. But I mean, you even got things for the younger generations, these video game things that you're kind of talking about. So definitely make sure, folks, you're checking out the LMA website and Spectacle shows as well, because they've got stuff all over the Merrimack Valley. But let's start with the one that actually they sent an updated announcement. Now, you guys, you present the Middlesex Community College Celebrity Forum, and a couple of months ago, they sent us out a press release about the Beach Boys. But as if that wasn't enough, just, what was it, a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Almost to the day, they announced that somebody who performing with them for 40 years is joining in on the tour. I'm going to let you take it from here, though, because I'm old enough to remember this guy as a soap opera actor.
I know. So John Stamos, if you haven't heard, he will be joining the Beach Boys on June 10th, and it's going to be really exciting. I have never met John Stamos, and I've worked at Disney World, but I've always been a fan of him. So I think, and if for those of you who don't entirely know who he is, watch Full House. Full House.
Full House. He that's where he reached superstardom, was with that sitcom Full House.
Yeah.
But I'm old enough to remember, and Patrick Cook from Middlesex Community College immediately got on the text thread with me, and we talked about his days as Blackie Parrish on General Hospital.
Oh.
He was this heartthrob, and he was a musician, and then he went off to superstardom, replaced on the show by another well-known actor-musician, Jack Wagner.
Oh.
So that was that was back in the day when the whole world watched General Hospital. And I'm not ashamed to tell you my feminine side got into General Hospital and whatnot. But the dude is a huge star. And now, has anyone broken it to him yet that he's only going to be the second most handsome Greek in the city on that night? That he's
my God.
I'm
sure he'll hear it. I'm sure he'll hear it when he gets here.
He'll be devastated. But I didn't realize, though, until I read the updated press release that announced he's going to be joining them. He has been doing this on and off for decades, right? Playing with the Beach Boys?
Yeah, I believe so. Like, it was a little bit last minute for the announcement, but I think he kind of was just like, I think I need to make it to Lowell for this one.
I'm going to guess that this thing is selling pretty briskly. The MCC Celebrity Forum generally does anyway. Are there tickets still available, though?
There are, yeah.
Okay.
The lowest price we're selling right now is $55.
That's not bad for that Beach Boys music and John Stamos.
Yeah.
What about now? Also, don't they, because of the Celebrity Forum, don't they do don't they have kind of tables seated in the middle that's part of a dinner or whatever? And do they do a meet and greet as part of it as well?
There isn't a meet and greet at the moment. That may change. Like I said, you can just look out for updates on our website about that.
And also connect with the folks in Middlesex if they want to be a sponsor or something for that
Correct.
show.
You can. You actually can be a sponsor. You just have to contact Sherry McCormack, and that's also on our website, her email, her phone number, and you can contact her about that.
All right.
Yeah.
I created a little cheat sheet for us here, more so for me than you, but there you see the Beach Boys, Tuesday, June 10th, Friday, June 13th, Friday the 13th. This is this the kind of one of those religious shows that you guys do periodically?
Yes.
Benny Hinn.
Yep.
What do we know about Benny Hinn?
He is a pastor, and it will just be about worshiping God and healing. So if you are very religious and are interested in that, then you can definitely attend. It is on June 13th.
And he's relatively well known. You've actually guys started doing some of these shows. I remember, was it last year you had kind of one of the leading figures in, I think, the Hindu religion?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that was like a 3 or 4 day thing? That
Yes.
was amazing how many people came in for that, right?
So I was just going to say, this one is actually June 13th, 14th, and 15th. So there are 3 days for this one.
Okay, so this is a 3-day thing as well. Ah.
Yes. Yep.
All righty. So
I know.
there's another show for folks. And so we've gone from 60s, 70s music, Beach Boys, with a little 80s, 90s John Stamos thrown into a religious show, to a bunch of people punching themselves in the face. No, Mill City Mayhem, presented by CES Boxing. So who are these boxers? What is this organization that's putting this show on?
So it is Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment in Sports, and they will just be having 5 world-ranked fighters, such as Speedy, his name is Radish Ellis, also known as Speedy.
Speedy, okay.
And then the undefeated Mike Fontes. These are just some names.
You're not I can tell
I am not a boxer. I'm not a boxing fan, but I know the sport enough to talk about it.
Right. I'm going to give you, this is going to be me, the sports guy, coming out. But
I'm ready.
If I assume you've been there for some of the Golden Gloves nights. There's something about a professional boxing card. To me, it's the greatest sporting event to attend. And I've been to multiple Super Bowls and World Series and all this great stuff. The Mickey Ward Arturo Gatti professional boxing event was the biggest thing. There's just something about a prize fight. There's an aura, there's a buzz in the auditorium. And I think this event, I think folks who go to this thing are gonna, if you're not already a boxing fan, like poor Riley, I think you're gonna become one instantly, because there's nothing like 2 people in the ring and just, trying to take each other down and going at each other. It's the ultimate. And you've got 5 fights on the card?
There might be more. There might be more. We did have them. We had CES Boxing. It was a similar event at our Park Theater in Cranston, Rhode Island, and there were actually 11 bouts. So we won't know exactly until the event, but yeah.
So a full night of boxing.
It'll be a full night of boxing, yes.
All righty. So from combatants in the ring who might not be happy with one another, we go to people who are happy to be together. But I'm pumped.
That was good.
My wife always says
that was a dad joke. Yeah, that was a dad joke.
I mean, you've got the same name as my wife. Now you're telling me the same thing she does. This is this has been in Lowell before, and it's a really popular act. A lot of classic music from an era that again, people old enough to remember me will remember. But who are the acts who are coming in with Happy Together?
So they will, like you said, they'll be playing hits from the 60s and 70s. There will also be the Turtles performing, Jay and the Americans, Little Anthony, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, the Vogues, and the Cowsills. I hope I'm saying that right.
I think Cowsills, I believe, or something. But these are all for people of a generation. Your folks and your aunts and uncles may have grown up on this music. Yeah. But it's great stuff, and it's literally it's music that makes you happy.
Yeah.
So
right.
I get the Happy Together theme. Conversely, the one that I am most looking forward to, and I can promise you will see me and the missus walking around Tuesday, July 15th. Darily Hall, the one half, the better half. Let's be honest. No disrespect to Oates, but Hall and Oates was really about Hall, and Oates was the guy who sang in the background and got famous because of his his partner. But instead of coming with Oates, he's actually coming with another performer, Darily Hall, right?
Actually,
Who's it? Was it Glenn? The special guest is Glenn Tilbrook, who I don't know all that much about, right?
Yes. So I can actually give you, I can give you a little background as to why Oates is not attending.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's hear the dirt.
Here's a little tea.
Okay.
So they actually broke up in 2024. Oates tried to sell his share of their jointly owned company. And that was not okay with Hall.
So not only is the lesser talented of the Hall and Oates duo, he's also the sleaze of the
Yeah, I guess sleaze is one word. You said it, not me.
I said it, not you.
Not me. Yeah, so he will not be attending, and he'll be bringing a guest with him instead.
So the breakup happened in 2024.
Yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
last year.
Because I remember Hall coming without Oates again to Lowell back, it had to be like 2008, 2009 as part of the Lowell Summer Music Series.
Okay.
And he didn't have Oates then, but maybe, these guys like to go off and do solo tours from time to time.
Yeah.
So he tried to sell out the business underneath him? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Very interesting, isn't it?
I got to give him props for being ballsy.
I know.
All right. That again is Tuesday, July 15th.
Yes.
We've got, all right. And then rounding out the month of July, which is what we're really going to focus on here, Lyle Lovett and his large band. That's an act that he seems to come to Lowell as part of the Summer Music Series every couple of years. He always draws well. And when he's got the large band, he always puts on a phenomenal show. Don't they do like 2+ hours, just like nonstop, no intermissions?
Yeah.
One of the advantages of having a large band, you can constantly entertain, right?
Exactly. I almost prefer going to shows where there isn't an intermission. I know I might sound crazy, but I like to be there and like sit and just enjoy my time versus, oh, now I have to get up. Now I have to go take a break. I don't want to take a break. Can you keep playing? But yes, there will most likely be no intermission, but we shall see. I don't know. And
that's one that I'm going to guess that's going to sell very briskly.
Yeah.
Because I think they usually sell out at Boarding House Park. You got a little more capacity over there at LMA, but don't wait too long if you want to see them in their return engagement.
Yep.
To the Mill City. The guy probably doesn't even need a tour guide by this point. He's been here so many times.
He does have one, but you're right. He probably doesn't need one.
All right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows that we just talked about. Well, actually 6 shows. I counted too wrong. I counted my summer shows. No. There's 6 shows. How can folks get their tickets for those 6 shows if you're interested in any or all of them, right?
All of them, yeah. If you want to go to every single one,
you're not
that would be
turn
great.
Me away if I buy tickets for all 6?
You can go to lowellauditorium.com, or you can also go to our box office in person, and it's open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5 p.m.
And no ticketing fees, right? If you come to the box office?
No ticketing fees if you go to the box office.
I like that. All right. And we're going to drag you back into the studios here. It's a long trek for you, I know, coming down the hall from where Spectacle Live is. But we'll grab you back next month because there's one in August that Wednesday, August 6th, that's calling my name as well. Proud Tina. Yeah. The music of Tina Turner. So I'm going to bring you back. But rather than talk about those today, let's talk a little bit about some shows in Nashua, Lowell's sister city in the Granite State. Only a 20-minute ride up up Route 3. Head up there to Main Street, and you guys have done a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Of redoing the Nashua Center for the Nashua was a Performance Center of the Arts.
You had it right. It was Nashua Center for the Arts.
Nashua Center for the Arts.
Yes.
And you've got some great shows up there, including, again, going back to my days, Suzanne Vega.
Yes. So she is coming June 4th. And
that's a week away.
It's coming up. It's actually next week.
That's right.
I know.
Next Wednesday, if I don't have it wrong.
Yes. Yeah, it is. So she's a folk-inspired singer and songwriter. She is known for her clear, unwavering voice.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Yes. We're very excited to have her. So if you're intrigued, in attending, you can visit NashuaCenterForTheArts.com and get tickets, or you can go to the box office, which is also open 10 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Okay. What a coincidence. There are a couple of other acts that I have to ask you about because I have to say I absolutely know nothing about them.
Okay.
Tab Bennett.
Yes.
That's music, right?
Correct.
All right. What kind of music does Tab Bennett perform? Is that a one person or is that a band?
Oh, wait, I just realized he already performed.
Oh, he performed. Oh,
Yeah, well,
I
we
missed
might
Tab Bennett? Darn it. All right. Then, darn it. Then tell me about...
Sorry about that.
Then tell me about Spafford. What the heck is Spafford?
Okay.
What is a Spafford?
What is a Spafford? Yeah. They are a jam band. Have you been to a jam band concert or even a festival? Festivals normally have jam bands present.
I can't say I have.
Okay. They are basically, they're a band and they infuse rock, funk, jazz, reggae, and electric pop.
Oh man, that's a lot of genres.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of genres all in one. They are going to be coming to Nashua June 22nd. And they also are going to have an opening act of Mono Means One. So we are very excited to have them.
These names mean nothing to me, unfortunately. I'm an old geezer.
It's okay.
They probably to you and folks. So I would imagine that's going to be a younger crowd than, say, Susie and Vega, right?
Correct. Yeah. It'll probably be around my age, so like 20s to maybe early 40s, late 40s.
That's still out of my...
That's my guess.
You know, you tried to go to late 40s to include me, but you're still a decade away.
You could still go though. You might actually really like them.
Well, how young will the kids be that will enjoy it? Will my 8-year-old? He does love. He went to a 𝐿𝐴 concert and he.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was in heaven. So
maybe
maybe
play
some might be for him.
Maybe play some of their songs and then get back to me.
All right, I'm gonna have to track them down.
Yeah.
What's the web address again for the Nashua shows?
Yes. So you can go to NashuaCenterForTheArts.com. You can also go to SpectacleLive.com because we link all of the shows to our website as well, or the box office.
Spectacle Live, of course, and that will also give you the other. We haven't even talked about your other venues, right? Carey Hall and Lexington, which has great shows. You got places. There's one up in the Lakes region as well, right? You got venues everywhere and great acts everywhere. So even I know a lot of times some of these artists, if they, if you can't get them in one place, you maybe get a second chance as part of their tour to catch them during the same season. So I love it. All right. So what are those web addresses again?
So you can visit LowellAuditorium.com, or you can go to NashuaCenterForTheArts.com, or you can go to SpectacleLive.com to get tickets online.
It's impossible to not be able to find the tickets to these shows if you want to find them.
Yeah.
So many ways to do it. A ton of great acts. Please thank everybody over there at Spectacle for keeping so many different entertainment options available to us. And don't break it to poor John Stamos, though, that he's going to be number 2 in Lowell that night. But Riley Nadeau, thank you so much for joining us here. We'll drag you down the hall again in a few weeks, and we'll start to preview August and maybe look ahead to the fall, okay?
Great. I'll see you here.
All righty. Thank you to Riley. Thank you again to our friends at the Lowell Auditorium and Spectacle Live for all the great work they do here in our communities and for also being a supporter of Inside Lowell. Most of all, thank you for tuning in. I hope you found a show there that might be of interest to you. Wide range of entertainment options at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. We're very blessed in our community to have that as a venue and to have a group like Spectacle running shows there. We'll catch you again somewhere down the line with more entertainment talk and a bunch of other Inside Lowell podcasts, as we like to say, Inside Lowell. If Lowell is your home, this is your place. Till next time, everybody stay warm out there, stay cool, whatever the weather brings you, and I'll catch you on the other side.